Walking through Walmart trying to find open house signs. I just found them. I should have started this video when I walked in the door. So I just got out of Walmart. I'm trying to find some open house signs, some cheap ones to blanket the neighborhood of my listing. It's Friday and the open house is Sunday. I'm a little behind schedule. I wanted to do this at least by yesterday, but it is what it is. Walmart didn't have anything. They just have all this, these cheap steaks and garage sale signs. But so I'm heading to Home Depot. I just left. I had a buyer's appointment this morning, and I wanted to share with you some things I did right, some things I did wrong. So first, the things I did wrong was I met with this young lady without pre-qualifying her a little more deeply. We've been in connection for a little while now, back and forth with some text messages and some emails, but I didn't make sure that she was pre-qualified, and I didn't make sure that she was ready to buy. So the reason that's a mistake is because our time is precious, not just as a real estate agent, but in general, anybody. And though I didn't mind at all sitting down and having coffee with her, and I enjoyed our conversation, and I'm glad that we made a connection, that was an hour of my time that could have been spent finding people that are ready to make a move now. Lesson learned. Will she be ready anytime soon? I don't know. She might not ever be ready to buy a house. I mean, as we were talking, I learned that she may not be staying in Tennessee. She doesn't have a ton of money to put down on anything right now. She's the type of personality that's going to take a really long time and get as much information as she can before she's ready to move forward. So I feel pretty good that we made a connection. I think that as long as I nurture that, stay in touch, when she is ready to make a move, she will choose me. I just, fingers crossed, that she decides to stay in Tennessee. Some of the things I did right was I really met her where she was at. I knew she was in a hurry, and I was able to adjust my presentation or consultation method in such a way that I didn't hold her up. I didn't make her feel pressured, and still hit the most important pieces of the consultation to give her the type of information that she wants to make her feel more comfortable moving forward with me when she's ready. I think the biggest hurdle that she needs to get over is, one, deciding what she wants to do, and two, finding a loan that meets her situation. So that's that. I really need to push hard on getting solid, qualified appointments on a daily basis, let alone a weekly basis. So I really need to just hit the phones. I planned to door knock today. It's really freaking hot outside, but I'm going to do what I got to do. But really, so far in both door knocking and making calls, it seems like making calls is the best use of your time because you get hold of the most people. Door knocking is good when you get hold of someone because you have that face-to-face connection, and I tend to have more conversations, meaningful conversations that way. I'm still not sure which one wins out yet, but the fact of the matter is I have to be more intentional. My days need to be concentrated on setting appointments and qualifying those people and making sure that when I go to those appointments, that there is definitely a 99% chance that they're going to sign an agreement at the end of that. Not me just going and giving free information and giving up my time just to make them end up being a follow-up lead later on. So, you know, be intentional, guys. Qualify these people. Make sure that they're in a situation where they either A, have a want and a need and a desire to buy, or a want, a need, and a desire to sell. Like, they're motivated. You know, I hear people stress that a lot, but I see more and more why it's important. Because if they're not motivated, you're possibly just wasting hours of your day. I'm not going to say wasting, but you're basically doing a non-money making activity. You know, you're not going to generate any money from this anytime soon. So make sure they're qualified, make sure they're motivated, and bring your A game when you do go talk to them. All right, guys. I'm almost at Home Depot. Hopefully, I'll find some open house signs here. Hey, what's up, guys? So I was let me tell you a quick backstory. So I used to be with eXp Realty. When I first got my license, I was with eXp Realty, and I had a business credit card. And on that business credit card, I put a bunch of signs because I was prepared to get listings out the wazoo. And I got a couple. But then some things happened and I had to leave eXp. And now I'm with Keller Williams, and all of my signs say eXp. So I had a few switched over for this listing I got. But I really cannot afford to go out and buy or have professional open house signs made, or have the ones I recently bought converted, because it costs a little more than I expected. So I went to to Lowe's, and I got these open house signs for $3 and basically $3.50. I think it was $3.47 or something like that. I got quite a few of them, and I'm just going to blanket them around the neighborhood. Sunday, my plan is to buy some balloons and tie them to each one and make it stand out. Get some chips and some water, and go hold an open house. So, with that being said, you don't have to. My goal now that I've learned my lesson and I'm carrying some debt after being in this business for 7 months or 8 months now, and all I've done is accumulated debt and not really done anything as far as the transactions, because let me be frank with you, I've been a bit lazy. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff personally, and I've been letting it get in the way of me getting momentum and getting in the way of me taking action. So my goal is to run my business on as little as money as possible, like just basically paying for my license to stay active, keeping my E&O insurance, and eventually I do want to get back on the Red X or Mojo dialer. I need to compare those prices, but I think it's going to be Red X just because I'm comfortable with it. And that's it. As money comes in, I'll start putting some money towards lead generation. As far as Facebook ads will be my first go-to, and then we'll go from there. So try to be creative, guys. I almost bought blank signs and some spray paint and made my own open house signs, but that was just going to take too much time. And the other thing I'm trying to do is get control of my time management, because it's out of control. I let my days get away. That's been my biggest problem this year, is that I wake up with good intention, I get sidetracked, next thing I know, it's fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I haven't gotten shit done. So right now, I'm trying to be extremely intentional and fast about everything I do, so that I am not wasting time, and the majority of my day is spent on money-making activities. Today, I've wasted a lot of time. I went to an appointment that, though I enjoyed it and I had fun, and I'm glad I met this person, and I'm glad that we built a connection, is not ready to buy anytime soon, and probably won't be for months and months and months, if within the 2018 at all. Probably not. And now I'm going to meet with a banker. I don't know why I agreed to that. You know, I know networking is important, but what is the point of networking and building relationships when I don't have people to send them? So far I have done no lead generation, no prospecting, and it's driving me nuts. It's driving me freaking nuts. So, man, I did not expect a rant like that. I just wanted to tell you about the open house signs I got. But, you know, anyway, I'm going to go to Panera Bread. Hopefully in the next hour I can make some phone calls. And then when that lender shows up, we can have a quick meeting, and I can go home and prospect the rest of the day before I have to go pick my daughter up from daycare. So, I still have to go put these yard signs down. Still have to put these signs out. So actually, I'll go do that right now. So, yeah, let me get driving.